So this is a review of the iAnder premium tempered glass screen protector that I've just received from Amazon. I'm going to open it up, have a look at what's inside and attach it to my LG G3. So this screen protector comes with a whole host of different features written in some quite hilarious pidgin English on the front. It's obviously got a 9H screen hardness. Here you can see that it prevents the screen bursting effectively. Now that's something we don't want. We don't want screen bursting. It's tempered glass, oil tetristant coating. I wonder if that should be resistant. It's supposed to have a delicate touch to it and a light transmission rate of 99%. So for the facts and figures, all good. So let's open it up and see what we get inside, if I can get into it. So we have on the back, we have the different features. Anti-fingerprint, anti-UV coating, high clarity and transparency, high scratch proof, should be soft and smooth touch, quick response. It should have an adhesive cohesive without bubbles in the application. Let's see what that's like. So let's see how it fits. We've also got the step-by-step, the 5 steps for connecting it. We're going to follow those in just a minute. So here we have the actual screen protector itself. One side's got the stickiness, the adhesive side, so that must obviously be the front of it. I'll put that to the side for a moment. We've got a "You're awesome" sign. Thank you very much. Just talks you through the purchase and asks for a review on Amazon, which is probably where this will go afterwards anyway. Here we have a few different things. We have a little cleaning cloth there. We've got an alcohol prep pad, and we've got this, which I think according to the instructions is what they call the dust remover, which is quite interesting, but we'll use that in a moment. And we also have a dust absorber. So let's bring across my LG G3 and let's follow through some of the instructions. Apologies for the reflection of the GoPro in there. The first step is to clean the screen using the cleaning cloth. So let's give that a go. Now often these are quite cheap cleaning cloths which leave little fibres all over this screen. In this case it seems that that's the same too. In fact, I think I've got more bits of dust and fibre on there after using this cleaning cloth than before. But that's okay because we've got a few more steps. We have now the alcohol prep pad. Now, interestingly, there is nothing on the instructions about using the cleaning prep pad, but we'll give it a go because I've used these before and they're very good. So let's open this up. Another step that it doesn't mention on here is to wash your hands. I always wash my hands before doing this as we don't want any grease or anything to get onto the screen. That wouldn't be nice to have between your screen and your protector. But here we go, we'll give it a quick clean off with this alcohol prep pad. Remove as much as we can. That seems to be doing a much better job than the little microfiber cloth, or whatever it is that they provide. And now the final step is to use this, which they call the dust remover. So we'll just give it a few swipes, make sure there's no dust on there, make sure there's no residue from the alcohol either. See, there is a bit of residue on there, so although I don't want to, I might have to use this again, and hopefully this should take away all the dust. So that does quite a good job actually. I have in the past used sellotape, the sticky side of the tape, to remove the dust, which works really well as well, but as far as I can tell that's done a good job actually. That's removed all the dust. Just give it a few more swipes just to make sure that none's left over behind. Give that a good look. That's looking pretty good to me. So if we're happy with that, what I'll also do, just for a bit of safety of mind, I'll use a little bit of tape as well. Now what this does, it just takes off any grease or any dust that's left over. It works really well at doing that. All you're going to do is get the sticky bit and just go like that. As you can see, that gets rid of any dust that we might have on the screen. That does a fantastic job there. In fact, I would be as bold as to say that that did a better job than the dust remover that is there. So now we will stick on our tempered glass. We remove the stickiness and now we try to line it up. I always find it easier to line it up using the four corners. And first we'll line up that little hole there where the earpiece is. We'll slowly work it down. So that looks about as good as we're going to get it. Now to stick it, just press the centre. As you can see, it sticks itself down. So that was nice and easy. I've now lined up the screen protector with the edges of the screen. As you can see, it's a slight bit smaller than the screen, but to be honest, all of the screen protectors that I've used in the past have always been a little bit smaller, so that's nothing unusual. I would love to find one day that does go right up to the edges of the screen, although it would be harder to put on. I think it would have a nicer overall finish. But how does a screen protector actually perform? Well, it works very well. If I switch on my phone, I'll show you. It seems to show the screen through it very well. It's got a nice finish to it as well. That soft touch that it talks about on the packet, I can see what they're talking about now. It does have a very nice feel to it. It feels like a very nice finish of glass, even better than the naked screen, I'd have to say. So that's quite nice. All the light seems to be coming through it very well. Now that it's actually stuck on, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It doesn't seem to be moving at all. And our way of installing it seems to have worked well as well. There's absolutely no dust at all underneath it, which is quite good. So what about this this coating that's supposed to repel dust and also grease and various different things? Well, as you can see, if I touch it, you do still have the residues of the fingerprints, but these aren't quite as much as the naked screen, so it doesn't work 100%. You are still going to get residue on your screen, but not as much as without the screen protector. Also for dust, well, I can't notice any difference to the dust. Even after using it for a day or two, I still seem to get just the same amount of dust as before, but that's not a problem because one little wipe and all of that goes away, so it's no big deal really. So overall, I'm quite happy with it. It works very well. It gives you nice peace of mind as well. I know if I drop my phone or if it comes into contact with something like a key, it's not going to scratch my screen. In fact, we can test that out. Here is a blade. Now, I'm a bit worried about doing this, but let's see what happens if I put a scratch through the screen. So absolutely nothing. Let's press down harder. There's absolutely nothing. So that is very good. I can go all over it as much as I want. Really press down quite hard with that thing to the point that the blade is bending, and as far as I can see, not a single scratch. So that works very well. It's a good piece of mind there. A nice finish, a nice feel to it. And although you can see the edges and a little bit up where the earpiece is, well, it's never going to be perfect really, is it? So that is the iAnder screen protector. I'm very happy with it. Only time will tell how well it performs in the long run, but so far, I mean, you've just seen I've used a blade against it and absolutely nothing happened.